Jeter had real serious street beef with a lot of very serious yahoos. Jimmy Henchman, they got spanked. Nigga, is you crazy? They got spanked. What is wrong with you? What do you mean they got tanted? Yo, yo, Vlad, please. Trust me when I'm telling you this. I don't really want to go into all this, but they got spanked. What is wrong with you? Jimmy had his way. People died. What are you talking about? Jimmy had his way. Hey, what are you talking about? I mean, Yayo's house got shot up. Oh, in that situation, I understand that. But ultimately, come on, what you're saying, and think about what happened. Meaning what? That Jimmy's doing double life? Listen. In that situation, that situation, there wasn't a victor in that situation, brother. Right? Okay, but I feel like these guys stood their ground. Who stood what ground? G stood their ground. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Because and it's easy to go for with the folklore. What else? Who else? World? You don't even know World. World is my childhood friend. Listen, this is he didn't have beef with World. Listen, that wasn't the shooting that happened without his on night. He says, and this is when I don't even want to get into it. Okay, one incident happened. Right? You think you really into it with somebody with one incident? Suge Knight? Yo, bro, the stabbing incident at the Bible Awards. Yo, listen, look, all I'm saying is, I don't have no reason to believe the extra gangster shit. You believe whatever you want to believe. I ain't had it. We're talking about actual incidents. We saw the video at the Bible Awards, right? What happened at the Bible Wars? The guy that attacked them and him getting stabbed. Attacked who? Attacked Dr. Drake? Who was with them? What the heck? Yo, bro, they were there with Dr. Dre. Oh, bro, leave me. They resigned to Dr. Dre. Oh, bro, listen to me. I'm not going to debate you on another man. I'm speaking from my perspective. And it is what it is. Like, I don't have no reason to believe nothing extra. Those incidents that you're talking about, whatever, you know what I'm saying? People lost a lot. Like, look, it don't even matter to me, right? Look, like I said, you believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. I know true. I think it's all a character whatever.
Yeah, man. Step into the mic check 1, 2. Hit a lick 3, 4 straight shots through your door. With the whip slinging house, taking toes. Don't tell him what you know. Don't tell him what you know. Salute to the gang, salute to the Ville. Drop a like, drop a comment. It's been a while. But the loviness never stops. I can't take a vacation without, you know what I'm saying, people still continuing to be lame. And I just want to understand two things before we get started. One, why is it still cool to show up on Vlad TV after we done known in 2026, after all these years, that he exploits the culture? Because in what sense? Number two, is Maino still relevant enough to even speak on anything? And I see what, you know, Vlad did in the interview, you know what I'm saying? He trying to instigate the beef, because that's what Vlad, you know what I'm saying, the J-Man does, is he instigates beef between black people. But see, this does not have anything to do with Vlad. Vlad is just a culture vulture that will continue to, you know what I'm saying, you know, pick and try to eat off of what's going on in the industry or in the streets, or what's going off between us as a people, right? So put him to the side. Maino, what made you relevant outside you sitting there being off of a podcast that owes rent to a company and you guys getting clowned? This, what we are witnessing right now, like, you thank Jimmy for making you relevant. Thank Jimmy, because before that, we only knew you for high hater and slapping somebody one time. That's the only gangster thing that we knew you for. And then when you got blackballed, you folded. You folded. You can't say that about 50. Blackballed multiple times and still reinvented himself, still broke through the what is it, the glass ceiling, grabbed the brass ring, right? He did all of that. Broke the mold, broke the 48 laws of power. So much so that Robert Greene, deadass, created the 50th law. Do you not read, Maino? Do you not read? Do you not sit? Were you not put on by 50? Was it 50 shot multiple times and your family took the hit for that? And you still rocked with 50? And let's just go off of Get Rich or Die Trying. It's been what, 23 years? 23 years off of Get Rich or Die Trying, and you haven't said nothing. You've been cool, chopping it up, drinking, you know what I'm saying? Drinking liquor, sitting there just the same way that, you know what I'm saying? When all of y'all, when it was Jim Jones ran up on academics and was sitting there taking shots with academics, because in real life, what we've realized is all these so-called tough guy rappers, they just picked and chose who to be tough with. 50 was known as a bully in the streets because of him, the way that he maneuvered, the calculated. It was not of, nobody knew how to handle that. Nobody knew what to do with that, because everybody's doing the same thing, and he sits there and breaks the mold and does something different. That's why I respect it. You say there's no gangster shit, but did we not forget the era that he created? Do we not forget the mixtape runs? Do we not forget the fact that he took down a whole label? Do you not forget the three-headed monster and Dre and M and him? What have you done to the industry outside of being a podcast? That is what happened to you. Outside of everything that you've done, you just ended up on a podcast. 50 continues to win and win and win and win, and you're just mad what we're witnessing here, gang. He said it doesn't matter, but it does matter, because what we're witnessing here is a man's pride being hurt, because he sat there and sucked this, you know what I'm saying, sucked 50 off after knowing, because he didn't have no relation to the mans that ended up getting handled. He didn't have no relations to that. So, you know what I'm saying, he still rocked with 50 because 50 put him on. But what happened when you got blackballed? You folded, and you ended up in 2026, you ended up on a podcast that is not even that fire, bro. If anything, all y'all did was damage the careers of and the legacy of Fabulous and the whatever it could have been with Dave East. Dave East was better off doing the Hulu show. You talk about Jimmy Henchman, you're trying to rewrite history and do all of this shit, but because you from New York, so now the people that are not from New York is supposed to sit here and believe that, because it's been 23 years. Plus, I'm just going off the Get Rich or Die Trying album. Power of $1 to sit there and do the how to rob, you know what I'm saying, to break through and lose deals. Nobody wanted to touch him because there was shit that he had going on in the street. Nobody wanted to touch 50 at that time. We're not going to sit here and try to rewrite history. This really has become, when the whole Kendrick and Drake beef started and all of that, they really was like, oh, it's 1v20. This really is 1v20. He really is the algorithm. It's an easy play. It's an easy look to sit there and go at 50. Do we not remember the lob that he tried to throw Chamillionaire? 50 is smart about it. He ain't go sit there and drop records. All y'all dropping is trash. Maino, the record that you dropped was trash. Basura, you on a whole tour and you ended up on Vlad. You know what that does? That takes away from your legacy, because we thought you were thorough back in the day. We thought because you slapped somebody, open hand smack, disrespectful, I was like, yo, he thoroughbred. But we just, at the end of the day, we just find out that you just a bitch, a lummy, somebody that just sits here and you're just like Jimmy. That's probably why y'all besties on a podcast that can't pay rent, that can't fucking turn the heat up past a certain thing, because it might get a little too expensive. Your money and your weight don't hold up high enough. You trying to punch high, and try to make somebody that worked to get to where they at, you know what I'm saying, punch down low. He could hire you. There's stories of 50 putting on countless people. There's stories also of you not fucking with 50. If he fucks with you, he gonna put you in the best positions. If you fuck him over, it could flip like this, and y'all not used to that. That's why he's successful, and you're just on a fucking podcast. Oh man. Step into the mic check, 1, 2, hit a lick, 3, 4, straight shots through your door. With the whip slinging house, taking toes, don't tell him what you know. Don't tell him what you know.